Alright guys, so today we're going to be replacing these crappy old paper stock speakers and replacing them with these Rockford Fosgate. So we'll have a much crisper sound and a little bit better bass hopefully. But I'm not too worried about bass because I'm going to be getting a subwoofer, so mainly just for crispness. I think that's a word. Alright, so the first step is we gotta take off the door panel so we can actually access the speaker. So there are two screws. There's one right here, and then one under this little panel right here. So I think these are plastic. See if I can get them with my finger. Yeah, they're not on top. Actually, no, I think I need a screwdriver. So be careful with these ones because these ones are plastic, so when you're putting them back on, you don't want to tighten them, otherwise they will break. So this should come out really easily, just like that. And I can get the rest with my finger. Just like that, yep. Now there's another little piece in here that will come out. It doesn't come out immediately, so just remember there is a piece there that you will need, so just keep that in mind. Set this screw down right there somewhere safe, and then the next one is right under this little panel, so you can just take a screwdriver and just pop it up just like that, and there it is. Take a screwdriver, and it should come right out like that. Oop. Come out just like that. Let me set this. Oh, don't want to lose that. Set it somewhere safe. I am setting my kind of back seat. So now that that's off, this, yep, should just come right out. A little bit of force. Now there's a cable here, and there's that little button there. You want to take that. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. So you want to press. There we go. Yep. So you want to press down on that little tab right there, and it'll come out. And then the next step is to take off this trim around the door handle. So once again, take a screwdriver. This one is a bit messy. All right, so I got it out. I couldn't do it with one hand because you need to hold the door handle open, and then there on the trim there is a little notch right there. You just put a screwdriver in between that and the plastic here, and you should just pry it off. Now it's gonna sound really bad, but it's fine. It's just plastic clips. They always sound bad. All right, so once you've done that, you can then take off the door panel. So what I use these plastic panel thingies. You can just kind of, now I believe it's actually kind of hard to do it from the outside. I think it's easier to actually do it from, yeah, so you want to start from this side over here and just should be able to just pop off. It's all just plastic clips. So, and here's that little piece I was talking about. It'll come out when you, it's a little plastic piece. I'm going to keep that with the plastic screw. You don't want to lose that, otherwise your door panel won't be able to attach from here. Then after you get all those, it can just come off like that. And I think, oh no, not quite. So these here are supposed to be in the door panel. Here, those are what these are. So you want to take these out and put them back into the door panel so you can clip it back in. Alright, and so the best way to get these clips out is you want to, there's also a bunch of this black gunk stuff I wouldn't recommend getting that on clothes or stuff. That'll probably be nasty to get out. You just want to poke it out. Ooh, yeah, there's that black gunk all over this one. And it'll come out like that, so they can become a pain to pry out. But I think they're pretty resistant to not breaking. Alright, now let's get the speaker out. Pretty straightforward. 3 screws. Come out real easy. It should. Just like so. And then, to get those, it should be able to just come out like that. And then there's gonna be a cable in the back here. Take that off, just pinch it on the sides. Actually just one side really, and then it should come out just like that. And that is your old speaker removed. Alright, so one thing I'm gonna very highly recommend getting is this little adapter, so you don't have to solder or anything. All it does is it plugs straight up into, oh, might be a little bit tricky just to line up, just like that. And it plugs in just like that, and then it just has these two that goes right into the speaker, so you don't have to, it requires pretty much no wiring. And then one other thing, I'd recommend like duct taping or electrical tape around this, because there's no clip for the original wire, so it can just slide out if it's tugged on or something. So I'd recommend putting some tape around that just to make sure it's secure. Now the next thing I do to make the install a little bit easier is I just take some scissors, I just kind of cut around this plastic here because it kind of gets in the way when you're working. So just take some scissors. Only thing is try not to cut too deep otherwise, because that's where black gunk stuff is holding it all in place. If you kind of cut too low, might mess some stuff up. Let's cable out of the way and just like that. And then so now you'll have a bit more space to work around this hole. All right, so the next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to kind of find where you want to put the speaker. Now, what I do, is, oh my goodness, strong magnet. I put it a little bit diagonal from, oh wait, forgot one thing. Pop out these just to get them out of the way. Just like that. Just push from behind. Come out real nice and easy. Whoop, that went fine. Alright, now take my speaker and I just kind of put it a little bit diagonal from these like divots here, the 4 divots. And then I'm going to mark where the holes are, and then drill holes and then screw it in, and that will be pretty much it. So we'll put some duct tape around here, because if you don't, if it's open, it'll kind of sound like junk and your bass will be really bad. So you want to make sure to blow up those. So I'm going to quickly mark these and drill these holes off camera, and then we'll continue from there. Alright, so here's what the holes look like that we drilled. So now we'll place the speaker and screw it in. Alright, so plugged in the speaker and I screwed it in, and then I put duct tape around it so there was no holes, so acoustics will sound a little bit better. So I think that should be everything. So it should be ready for a test run now. Yep, so it's working. So, alright, so now that we have finished with the speaker, we can now put the door panel back on. So to put it back on, you want to start from the top, click it onto the top. Like There we go. So it should kind of hook on, and then you can just kind of just like that, and it's on just like that. Confirming all the clips are in. Yep. So now what we want to do is we want to let's start with our door handle trim piece. What you want to do is you want to have to go around a little bit. It's kind of tough. There we go. Just like that. It's in. Then we're going to take our window switch, and then you want to plug that in. Pretty simple, just like that. It's in. You want to start from this end, put this clip into this little part here. Clips in just like that. Then you want to take your screw from earlier and screw it back in. So that goes in like that. Very nice and tight. That'll clip back over it. And then the last thing to do, you want to take the plastic screw in the little piece from earlier that came out of the door. Put the screw, well, actually you don't need to yet, but put this one back up here into the door. Push that in. And a screwdriver. Here it is. And just screw it in. Now, reminder: this screw here is plastic, so do not tighten it because it will break. It is not strong. Just needs to go in just like that, and you're done. You have successfully installed a new rear speaker. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.